Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the Roleplaying Game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the boys continue their trek through the temple, which actually appears to be the workplace from hell. Also this week, I have a quick GM PC tip of what steps I take when I set up a physical game. I can't remember if I did this one or not, but whatever, it's updated if I did it before. Because right now I'm preparing my physical game of Grimmer Space for PaizoCon, and I figured, you know what, everyone has their own routine, I'll just go through mine and explain to you what I do. And finally this week, I'm going to give out the last prize for the PaizoCon contest. So here we are, just a couple of days from now. PaizoCon's going to be happening. I have all my gear ready to go. I have a million printouts. And of course, right when I was printing everything out, I ran out of toner. This happens every single time. Whether it's Gen Con or whether it's PaizoCon, I have a color laser writer and I print out a lot of maps and a lot of tokens, and I always run out of toner because I basically never print out that many color sheets throughout the year. But of course, when I'm printing out these huge full color maps for PaizoCon or Gen Con, I'm going through the toner like crazy, and I always run out. The worst part is I thought I actually had toner, but I didn't. It actually was from my other color laser printer, and that one's not nearly as good as my industrial strength one. So hopefully the toner will be here by Tuesday, and I can get this all out in time. Fingers crossed. I'm going to say that the boys start to hit some heavy resistance, especially this week. And for those of you who actually know this module and know how it's run, I kind of mixed it up and changed it up a little. That's because I felt the way it was originally written was way too simple, so I kind of added a little bit more to it, although I might have gone a little bit overboard, as you're going to find out. Well, why don't we get to this week's episode? Why don't you go to the Roll for Combat Discord channel and you tell me if you think I went overboard or not. Otherwise, let's get to this week's show. Recap. You guys walked up the stairs, found the elementals, you got battered around, got thrown into whirlwinds, and managed to bravely defeat the 4 elemental creatures who were nothing more than teenagers that were accidentally trapped in this dimension and were trying to find their way home back to the field trip with their high school, but you killed them all horribly.
Get off my lawn.
Chris Beamer is playing the Tiefling Technomancer, Akiro the Just.
Yeah, still not feeling bad.
John Statz is playing the Vesk Soldier, Mo Dupinsky.
Now, to be fair, they have learned important life lessons from this encounter.
Bob Marquis is playing the Human Envoy, Rusty Carter.
Didn't we just dispel them to their elemental planes, basically, anyway? I mean, we kind of did what they wanted.
No, we killed them.
They're dead. There's 4 friends, 4 lifelong friends on a field trip. Anyhow,
were they really? It's 4 friends. Aren't they all the elementals against each other? Don't they all hate? Doesn't water hate fire and earth hate
These
air?
4 were all part of a model UN, and they were actually trying to make the world a better place by coming together.
Yeah, it was teenage elemental UN is what we encountered here.
Chris is actually right, but I like Bob's idea. Yes, it was model UN. They were all trying to get along.
Well, their negotiating skills leave something to be desired if they're,
Yeah,
if they're first to
diplomacy.
attack us.
Anyhow, these rooms are spacious chambers. They appear to be actually like metal containers, and they're shelves to the left and right of you. And the door is like a 15-foot like garage door. It's 15 feet by 15 feet and rolled up. They were open when you first came in, and there's actually quite a bit of junk and like
Oh, hello.
materials in these shelves.
Okay, so the scavengers that we are totally greyhawking this room.
Let's check this room first. Detect magic, the entire room.
No magic.
All right, and now we do perception. Rusty, get in
Yeah,
here. You're very observant.
No, take 20, take 20. We're taking 20.
I mean,
If
actually,
you take 20, I'll take hours. But
all right, no, we're taking 20, but I want to take this time to commend Rusty. If you're willing to accept a compliment, I will give it to you.
Oh, it's very kind.
I would like to commend Rusty on his foresight to not hesitate and to shoot when he needed to, when Mo, unfortunately, made us sort of hesitate. So when we're being attacked, it's an off-on switch. There's no, like, stopping.
I appreciate your compliment, but at the same time, look, it was very sweet of Mo to try and, get along with other beings. I'm not against that, except of course when meet them for the first time and they attack us with fire. In which case, well,
Right.
there it is.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
their negotiation is forfeit. Exactly. I'm with you, Rusty, and thank you for attacking. I do appreciate it.
Akira, I don't know who you are, but you're right. I have learned my lesson. This is I will remember.
Excellent. Good.
Never will I forget.
That's all we ask, as you learn.
Yeah, we. How long is it going to take to search these rooms?
just do just general perceptions. If you're going to take 20, it's going to take a while. But Mo does a 20. He's looking around in the west room. He doesn't see anything of note. It's all just garbage and junk and has been ransacked hundreds of times.
Oh, look on the east room now. 17. Come on,
He
guys,
doesn't
roll.
notice anything.
Search, damn it.
My thing is all messed up, so I don't have skills.
Oh
But
my God,
I'm
nobody
gonna roll a
has a
d20 plus
computer.
11. This is my perception. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Rusty,
Yeah.
what's your perception?
Akiro is going through the... well, actually, is Rusty going to roll?
Let me get my perception. 1 second. I was trying to roll the skill, but I don't have a list of skills that are showing now.
I don't either.
Okay. Akiro searches the containers. There's nothing useful in any of these containers. They've been degraded to a useless state. There's nothing but junk and garbage and crap in here. But underneath a large pile of debris, he finds a headset of some sort that seems to work for Kish. It would fit on top of your head, but Kish have 3 eyes. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work, but you can give it a try, and if you want, you can do a engineering check to kind of figure out what the heck this thing is.
I better take a look at this with my engineering skill. Wait, actually, Tuttle.
Sure, I'll take a look with the engineering skill.
Jason McDonald is playing the Asoki mechanic Tuttle Blacktail and his drone, Cheddar.
I assist. I give you +2 automatically.
Tuttle easily gets a 40 and knows right away what this is. He's fooling around with it, he's scanning and he's doing little doodads, he's putting the tricorder over it. He's like, oh yeah, this is an X-ray visor, and this allows you to kind of see through walls and stuff. Not all of them, but some of them. And this was built for multiple eyes of a Kish, but if you use it, you'll probably get an absolute splitting headache and be sickened because it's designed for 3 eyes. But Tuttle thinks if he spends an hour or so futzing with it, he can make it work with 2 eyes instead of 3.
Is this something that would fit into armor, or is it a...
It's just a head slot.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Mo's gonna look on this other room again. Ugh, I'm done. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, the western room is much more ransacked than the eastern room. I mean, Akiro can look around if he wants.
Click the die.
Are there doors over here on the west, or is that opening into a big room?
I do 2 searches.
You thoroughly search that room and you see absolutely nothing. worthwhile.
Mm-hmm. How about in this room? These elementals must have had some gold on them.
There's nothing left of the elementals whatsoever.
Yeah, elementals crave credit sticks.
The corridor to the west goes to like a north, south, east, west intersection. And you can see another large room to the west, and then corridors going to the north and the south.
Looking at the, how many resolve points do I have? I can't.
I think it might be time to build another future-proof computer. But might as well.
Well, that's not going to affect software interaction.
I don't know. I don't have any. I have it running on another computer, and I never have any issues with one.
My computer never has issues. But I'm thinking about making another one.
Well, mine's thankfully been good. So, do you guys, Steve? I don't know how many resolve points I have. I'm looking at my view game creature, and I don't see where it says resolve.
It's under abilities. You have 9 out of 10.
You should also open up you can also open up a web page and go to Hero Lab and see everything. That's where
Yeah, well, I can see.
Well,
that.
if you keep track of it.
Updated. Yeah. All right. So I think we should probably maybe. Do you guys need to heal? I'm gonna take a 10-minute rest. There's no way.
I'll
I
take
need
a
to
10
I need to do a heal on Cheddar.
I will also take a spend a resolve and get my.
I kind of like you guys taking damage. This is good. It's not all.
Well, you saw how I got in there immediately. I
Most
didn't
meat
play.
damage. That's a good thing. Yeah,
I
you
did
gotta-
see that. I was
All
actually
you
quite
guys.
impressed by it.
I mean, I cast a little defensive spell, a little bit.
Well, I mean,
That was
almost
the
all
right
of
thing.
what you
That was a
did.
good
Well, I
thing
mean,
to do.
I was expecting to be getting attacks of opportunity constantly, so I need to always have a defense against that because it's brutal. So when you're casting a spell and have it not work because you get hit.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what a spell is. I mean,
That's a good heal. That's a really good heal.
I had to call Linus. Do you ever watch that Linus guy on YouTube?
No.
Oh, you should check it out. He builds he does a lot. He's crazy number of views. He's a hardware and software god, and he has a whole show on doing stuff. He'll build. He's like, here's $100. Like, who can build a better computer from old school stuff?
That's funny.
They send it all Intel and all of them send him all the highest end stuff just to test it out.
Everyone's healed up.
All right, we're healed up.
You look to the west. You see a corridor that goes north and south. Mo goes further. Let's give you some more.
Yeah, I'm a battle mage. I don't care. I'm going right up with Mo. I don't give an F.
Oh, let's see.
There appears to be a corridor going to the north, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. Corridor going to the south. You see 3 doors. So, yeah. There you go. What do you do?
Yeah, it looks like those go outside, and clearly west is. We got to deal with a lot of people that need fireballs.
Listen to door.
Go up to one of the doors and listen with 13. You hear a lot of nothing.
Must be safe. Opens door.
No, really? All right. I now have. Well, actually, I have my I have my bolt caster now. Still.
You open the door. There actually appears to be a nameplate attached to this room that Akiro saw because it was written in ancient Kish, which you can read. And
I can read.
It looked like it was someone's name. This looks like an office that has been converted into a meditation or perhaps a medical cell of some sort. As you open it up, you see a simple woven mat and several crude bowls coated with dried up paint and lots of little tchotchkes and other elements within the room. It smells pungent, like Kish have been meditating, sweating, and doing other things in here.
Obviously, an arts and crafts room.
Is there a simple mat though?
It's a simple woven mat.
Woven, yes, that's right. All right, I got this.
Yeah, do a search for magic. I think we're
Check
done.
detect magic. Cantrip.
You detect magic and find lots of nothing.
All right, let's do a little search.
You start searching around. You're kicking things, moving things around. There's nothing in this room. It's totally useless.
Okay.
All right, Mo's going to the next door. Listening. Ooh,
28.
Natural 20.
He hears the breeze of nothing in the room because it's such a
Opens
good
the door.
roll that you actually can hear nothingness.
I go in.
You open up the door.
Jeez.
In this room, it looks like the other room. However, there are some dead Kish in this room.
Oh, that's not very nice. Good Kish or bad Kish?
Are you
Bad Kish.
Well, the Kish that attacked us, but yes.
Well,
they are.
then we can loot them, is my other point.
They
Oh,
appear to not have any loot on them whatsoever. They appear to have been ripped free of anything of value. They are in nothing but their loincloths. They are quite...
Well,
I
this is
will
where we
do-
ask,
I will
how
do
long
detect-
have they been dead? Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
That's all right. No, I was just going to do my standard detect magic, you know.
Do. Nothing's magic. Give me a medicine check to determine how long they've been dead.
Okay, sure.
Mo rolls,
I don't have that check. I don't have
Mo rolls a 1 for perception. He thinks they died.
I have 1 in every skill, so that's 15 medicine.
Ooh, total rolls a 1. Well, you don't know exactly how long they've been dead, but the corpses are burnt in places, their limbs are broken, and when you push down on one of them, water comes out of its mouth. If you
Oh
had
my
to guess, I would say they died...
So, thousands of years?
Friends for the elementals.
No, they died of natural causes.
Oh, please.
Natural causes several hundred years ago. Okay, I get it.
Oh, it's
Yep,
those
there it is.
friendly, innocent elemental children. Yes.
They just wanted someone to play with.
They could have been bounced around and yeah. I don't know. Who knows, but-
More toys. I broke my toys. Wah.
Guys, you know, the streets of the elemental plane that they grew up on, it was a rough area, all right? They were still just kids, though.
Yeah.
They just needed to learn better role models.
Well, but coming from the man who, when we were trying to talk to them, you shot them, ruined all.
Which was a very important lesson. They
Right,
learned
I
there
agree.
were consequences for their actions. I was trying to teach them as a better role model.
I gave you an aluminium Medal of Honor for that.
Yes, I
Mo,
appreciate that.
Mo listens to. He tries to tune out the banter of his compatriots, and he's
It's difficult.
into the next door, and he rolls a 17 for
yeah.
25 perception.
It's dead quiet.
Open the door. Bing! Waiting for the trap.
Nope, that's my job. Detect magic.
Looks like the other rooms. Again, more mats, more crude meditation elements in this room. They all appear to have been converted into, well, Kish meditation chambers.
Search.
You
Rolls
search,
a
you look
10.
around, you detect magic, you find nothing of value in this room.
Must be empty.
I'll do my search.
There's not a lot to find, so I wouldn't worry about it. These rooms are pretty barren.
Okay.
Mo is listening to the next door.
I feel like the door to the north. You're going that way. Okay.
Oh. No, Mo is going south.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The
I'm with
door to the north is heavily barricaded from the inside.
Yeah, that's the one that goes outside. Clearly
Right,
goes
that-
outside.
that one goes
we
outside.
We can't open that.
Yeah, there's no way you're opening that one. So
I roll a 19 for a 27 perception for listening to the
you
door.
hear nothing.
Okay.
Again.
Open the door.
There's more dead Kish in here, and again, they appear to have died of natural causes with burns, dirt, water, and flames. But otherwise, they're fine.
Searching.
You're forgetting air.
21 for a search.
Well, I think what we've learned is about...
They have a lot of extra air in their lungs.
Their hair is tousled.
Well, every species looks different when they die, and as far as we can tell, this is what Kish look like when they've passed away. Burnt, watered, aired, and earthed.
It's true.
Natural cause.
Mo's no life science major.
I actually am well versed in the sciences of life.
Mo did a 21 perception check when he was in the room, so if
He kicks around the dead Kish. Things and pieces of them fall off. Again, they're covered in just a loincloth. Looks like those elementals took out a fair number of these rebel scum. So, good job.
listens to the
Seems
door
like there's
again
some kind of sacrifice.
for 23.
You
15
hear nothing.
roll. No. Open
You
the
hear
door.
nothing.
That's my job to open it up, go in, detect
Yep,
magic.
go for it.
That's how
You
I
go
play.
in, detect magic.
So
You see
Akira
no
is now
magic?
first through the door. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I'm a battle mage.
Yes, and I've seen that in the way that you turn invisible and hide behind corners.
Well, I'm trying to, show you the yin to the yang.
Mo rolls a 20 perception and finds something.
Oh, what is
Loot.
it?
Or a clue.
He finds a very cool looking gun. It appears to be a small pistol that features a wide muzzle shaped like a dragon's maw. It looks like a dragon with a big mouth where the muzzle appears to be. There also appears to be a canister of petroleum-like substance attached to it for ammo.
Oh, that's what Mo wants. Unless someone else.
You don't want that, but I will try to identify that. Is it magic? I detect magic on it.
It is not magic.
Let me tell you something.
Try to identify
Chances are it does more damage than Mo's azimuth laser battery.
It's a small arms.
It's one of those AoE pistols, but is it good though?
I never said it was. You got to do a check.
And what is that? Tuttle.
Perception or engineering?
No, it's going to be like an engineering.
Engineering.
No, engineering.
Wow. Mo actually is
I give Tuttle a +2 automatically.
Tuttle, as he grips it, it seems to fit right into his tiny little hands. He knows that is a Drake Dragon pistol, a small arm. It does 3d4 fire damage at a range of 30 feet and critical 2d4 burning. And it's nice light small arm pistol.
That's good for swarms.
Yep.
That's good for rodents, I think.
Yeah.
Did we do perception on the room to the north?
Yeah. We didn't search, but
You searched all the rooms, then there was nothing in any of them.
Okay.
That was
yeah.
I would like to preliminarily put in for that gun because I have
Alright.
not had a weapon upgrade in some time.
I can use it, but I will default to you.
Yeah, you use it. If you preliminaries, you win. I mean, I should be used to long arms anyway. I mean, I'm just
Yes. Yes, that is very true.
and I don't use them anyway. So I use
Well, that's a pistol, though.
yeah, it's good in a jam.
It's a small
But, I
arm.
mean, my sonic gun does like 1d8, so I mean that feels like it would be an upgrade.
But it's an area of effect, though, now.
No, it's a gun.
Oh, it shoots. Okay, good.
It's just literally a dragon pistol Drake
Oh,
that shoots.
Oh, it doesn't.
It's a
do-
normal
oh.
gun in every way, shape, and form, and it just does 3d4 fire damage.
It's not terrible. I mean, the range of 30 is terrible, but everything else
And
is.
it does do.
Yeah, that's
it does. It uses batteries, not like fuel.
No,
or
no,
something.
it uses a
It
fuel
uses-
petroleum tank.
Oh, fuel,
Petroleum jelly. No, it just uses petrol.
Okay. I don't know if I
It
have.
looks like it has 11 shots in it currently.
So I have to buy.
And
some
there, and
more,
you
so-
found an extra tank with that, or no?
No, it just has one, and
It
it
has
only
one
has like
attached.
11 shots left.
At the very least, it would allow me to diversify my damage types because right now
Yes.
I just have Sonic.
That's all you.
And you open up the door to the south. I'll just tell you do. And that leads into the rest of the factory, which goes
Okay.
on for what appears to be miles of just assembly. It's like a large assembly plant. And it is just absolutely and devastatingly destroyed array of things that have collapsed. And you see large tank-like structures and starship-like structures that have just been looted 100,000 times over. And there's nothing left. It looks like an absolute metal graveyard in there.
Oh,
And,
we should search it.
okay,
I'm
you
joking.
can spend the next 2 years taking 20.
Sounds like
searching
the
that.
GM
Well, I mean,
said,
this-
search it.
This place is the apocalypse. Like, it had the apocalypse, and like it's actually surprising that any life exists here still. And all of this is just dead. So
So wait, are we a post-apocalyptic threat to their society?
we are so are.
Oh, yeah.
But I have
okay.
the temporal prime directive to guide me, so I'm going to back off a little bit when we go west, because west is not for me. That's not what I do. I don't do west. I do north-south.
Oh, what are you talking about? We're going west.
Wait a second, weren't the rooms you just barged into all in the west?
Yeah, I don't know why Tuttle, I don't know why Cheddar is all the way to the north. That bothers me, so I'm backing off. I'm like, we're not all here, so I'm moving. I have my
Sorry.
double caster ready, and I'm going to cover you guys.
I had him on rear guard just in case someone came through the door.
You know,
Not a
it's
bad idea.
good. It's good Akiro used up all of his best spells
Oh, I have
for the
some tricks left.
teenagers and lost children. Good job.
I have a couple tricks left. Not
Do
many.
we have any view of what's on the west, or is that
It's a door, right?
You see a very large room. Over a dozen standing desks fill this large chamber, many of which have been heaped with dry flowers, decorative bundles of grass, and other homemade trinkets. Though worn in many places, a faintly checkered carpet still looks high quality. It looks like, I don't know, like cubicles
Yes.
in an office, overtaken with time and the elements.
Oh, boss monster room for sure.
Well, obviously, yeah, by definition. The boss
Rusty,
is the
do you want to
monster.
help take point on this? Because I've got ranged weaponry.
No. I'm good right where I am, and I actually want you to fulfill your role of being point. That's the whole point of my leadership, is that everybody fills their slot well.
Well, okay.
Rusty only has one rule. Everybody fights. Nobody quits.
Nobody quits. That's right. All
Rusty's Rough Riders.
right, wait, so Akira, basically, you've been promoted to sergeant until you're killed. Until you're killed, or I find somebody better. You're sergeant.
Oh, wait a minute. Mo is going to actually do something. He is going to go here on the stairs, and he's going to search the area for grenades on the ground.
Oh, that's awesome. You found one.
He finds a grenade.
Nice!
You might have found one.
Yeah!
That's awesome. You can
All
put that
right.
to good use.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes,
He's
that's you've
palming
now
it
got a Mark
right
II frag
now.
grenade. Very nice.
Next week on Rusty's Rough Riders.
Roughnecks. Rico's Roughnecks.
Oh, sorry. Rough Riders. Next week on I can't even say it. On Rusty's
Roughnecks. Yes.
Do you want to live forever?
You know why I say Rough Riders? Because Canada has 8 football teams, and
Right.
2 of the 8 are named the Rough Riders.
Huh.
You would think they might want to name all 8 teams different names.
Well, no, I'm actually thinking the other 6 teams are really confusing things. How are you
Yeah.
supposed
I would name it Syrup of the Maple. That's a good name.
I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's like the Rough Riders. No, we're the Rough Riders. Okay, we're both the Rough Riders.
The Maple Leafs have got to be like the weakest sounding team I've ever heard, though.
To the west, over a dozen standing desks fill this large chamber, many of which have been heaped with dried flowers, decorative bundles of grass, and other homemade trinkets. Though worn in many places, the faintly checkered carpet still looks high quality. So you basically see a room filled with cubicles. The room, actually, I'll give you a little bit more. It's kind of hard to see. You won't be able to see quite as much as you think you can see because the cubicles are, well, cubicle height. So it's hard to see, below them.
Right.
Let me give you a little bit more.
Well, I'm talking about the squares that are very close to me that should have line of sight on.
My real concern here is, as far as the dangers of this next room, is that so far we've actually faced physical threats, monsters and demons and such. But as I see the cubicles, I'm wondering if we're now in a metatextual kind of thing of like we're facing ennui and poor life decisions and really, really poor lighting.
I have ennui.
Yeah, and middle management.
Yeah, you guys already have that. You guys already have
Oh, I've
that.
had that for 20 years, but I didn't know if it was going to take form.
The boss for this level is getting out the quarterly budget report.
Don't we have a wizard eye device that lets us see? I thought we had something like that.
You had an X-ray thing.
I can actually do something on that front.
I'm
If you'd
just
like.
sitting here wondering why I am in the front.
Yeah, we're all wondering about that because I remember you moved forward bravely and we were all shocked by that.
I'm having second thoughts now of that.
It'd cost me a resolve point, but I can create a temporary scout drone that we can send in to check out the room.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. If it gives us spoilers,
That would be
definitely let's
Scout
do
Bot.
that.
Totally.
All right, well, I will do that then. I will create
cool.
a scout bot.
So explain to me what you're doing.
It is the scout bot engineering trick, mechanic trick. It basically, if I spend a resolve point, I can patch together a temporary scouting drone that is tied into my data pad camera thing, so I can see what it sees, and I can set it to go look at stuff.
How long does that last?
I want to say it's a short-term thing. I want to say it's like a minute per level or something. So and it doesn't have a lot of hit points if it's attacked. I'd have to double check the rules to get the exact numbers, but it's more of a short-term thing.
Well, a minute per level is pretty good recon.
It has like 1 hit point.
Is it like small and not noticeable?
It should be very tiny.
I believe it's a pretty small thing.
Yeah, or is it loud and buzzing and attracting noise?
I'm actually I'm getting to the page on Hero Lab to try to look at it a little bit.
Scout bot activated.
Send in the car.
Send the car.
I continue to believe that Mo is the car.
Send in the Mo.
Yeah, the car is not recon. He's sending the car for solutions to
Right.
everyday problems.
So we're now saying
send in the
that
vest.
the scout bot, which we haven't told Jason we're going to be using forever for the rest of his resolve points, that's now the car.
Yep.
All right.
Hit it again.
All right. So it takes me 10 minutes and a resolve point to make it. It's a small technological construct. It has 1 hit point per mechanic level and no stamina points. Visual and auditory data back to your rig. It uses my perception skill, and it lasts 1 minute per mechanic level.
Is it heat vision, dark vision? Does it have lights on it? That might be a GM call, actually.
Well, it's perception. It's whatever his perception is. It's the same as what he has.
It doesn't exactly say, except that it uses my perception, so that would imply. I mean,
It's a little mobile camera. It will not have lights or anything like that. It can just move around and look. That's all it can do. I would say you can also hear with it. Like I'll say you can look and say look and hear. And that's
it does have auditory. It specifically says auditory.
Yeah. All right. So you spend 10 minutes. You build your baby bot. Does he have a name?
Well, that was the what was that? That was Bree.
Oh, right.
The
Bree.
base unit,
That's
the base unit reconnaissance interface extension.
right. Bree
Nice.
number 1.
All right, I'm going to send Bree 1 in ahead of the team.
That's not a good sign when the GM is putting a number 1 on the name of your construct.
Yeah, but based on the enemies we're facing, it can take 1 hit.
It only lasts 8 minutes, too. You control Bree. Oh, you're going to try to make it go all the way there? So those are
Yeah,
walls.
send them in.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. Those solid walls or those cube
Yeah,
walls?
yeah.
Maybe I misunderstood.
They're cubicles, but they're solid walls. Like I don't think it can climb up the walls.
Oh, okay. Then let me reroute him.
Oh, it doesn't fly?
No, it's
It flies, but if those are solid walls,
Oh, it flies. Oh, it does fly.
I think
Okay, then
let
you
me
can
double
go.
I thought it did.
I thought it was a drone like thing.
Okay, let's see. It takes 10. New technology. It's small.
Oh wait, it says land speed, so maybe it doesn't.
There you
fly. I
go.
thought it flew, but I guess it doesn't
Nope.
say land speed.
I guess the
land
flying
speed.
one is the upgraded version I've been hoping for. All right.
Okay, so you go there. Does it like go right there into the hallway?
Yep.
All right, something happened.
Roll for combat!
Whoa.
Oh, Bree, we hardly knew you.
Oh my god.
It's a triggered thing goes off.
He's 5 feet away from me.
Oh no, Bree, offline. Offline.
Immediately, a triggered reaction goes off. That actually was a good idea. 'Cause-
Sending in the car was, in fact, a great idea.
Yes, because something happens because of
This
that.
is like every Jaws movie where they lower the camera and then the last thing you see is the shark teeth.
So this this small half ape, half dog with humanoid hands comes leaping out of the corners from the dark to attack Bree. So we'll do 1.
Okay, monkeys are humans' friends. Dogs are human friends. This is not a monster. This is a buddy.
Oh, poor Bree. We didn't even know you. It's
I briefly report humanoid creature.
Hold, please.
Humanoid
I
creature
believe
attack.
I
no,
have
you
already
do
done.
not. No, you do not. You do not go yet. You do not get attacks of opportunity. Hold, please. Denied.
What the hell is this creature? It has wolf mouth and... What the hell? I'm looking at this. What the hell?
It's Shakma.
Okay. Both of them jump out. Bree was killed and then utterly destroyed. There's nothing left of Bree. And they just pounced all over this thing. Too bad that wasn't one of you. Tuttle, you're up.
Ashes to ashes, circuitry to circuitry.
Wait till after me.
All right, I'm just going to give the gentleman a report that some sort of humanoid creature attacked by a drone.
I think we see it now, right?
And I'm going to push the button.
Oh yeah, button
boy,
pushed.
here we go.
Deploy.
Can we call that Plan A, or is that actually just now the plan?
Damn it.
All right.
I'm going to
I believe that's the roll twice, isn't
That
it?
is the roll twice. I'm going to reverse the numbers for you. So that low is good and high is bad.
That seems a little bit suspect.
Torpedo launcher and plasma cannon.
You got the breakthrough. Stars of a line, granting Shatter an extraordinary array of abilities. 4. Enhanced armor. Shatter gains the enhanced armor drone for 1 minute. Complete with chrome finish, covered with a collection of garnished decals. And you get resistance. Resistance for 1 minute. Choose the energy type of resistance. What do you wish? Choose your resistance.
I didn't get any sense of it was just a melee attack for the drone.
They bit it to death.
I'm feeling like, let's just say electricity.
So I have figured out that you will get the immunity or resistance is the same as your level. So you will get 8 to electricity, which is quite nice.
Could he have chosen kinetic?
Nope. You may
I think it
not.
has to be like an elemental damage type.
Am I up?
Cheddar goes. Nope, no, Cheddar goes.
Right.
That's you, Jason. He's moving.
Yeah, but I'm still going to leave him out of the room and let Mo go first.
Don't worry. Akira should run far, far away, screaming, possibly at a very, very high pitch. So that'll leave plenty of room for Cheddar to move in next round. All right. So, first of all, as a reactive free action, Rusty makes a will save. And he gets 26 to resist the urge to pry all of the shiny new chrome off of Cheddar and sell it at profit later on. All right, good. So I made that save, and now I can actually have a regular action. Okay.
Yeah, that's your 20, so enjoy it. Hope you
That was my
hope it was
20.
worth
I
it.
rolled a natural 20 to resist that, and I needed it because, my God, he looks so shiny.
I hope
right
you
now.
are satisfied.
So nice. What I'm going to do is my usual now, my standard default action A, which is as a move action, I yell get him at the northernmost of the wolf, bear, ape, dog things. I can't decide how many animals were really actually put into this. And then I'm going to attack and attempt to also put it flat-footed. So
Okie dokie.
that wasn't good enough. I'm going to re-roll that. So a 30 for my bluff check.
30 for bluff. I believe they are significantly bluffed. Well, one of them is. I presume the one right in front of you, right?
The one that I'm attacking, which, as I said, is the northernmost of the two. So I'm also attacking it.
You
Okay, so
hit.
to Akira and Mo, since you are next, that one, you have a +4 to hit now.
Ooh, +4.
Wow.
Yes, get them, plus they are now flat-footed. It is
I'm
now
up,
flat-footed.
and I'm up next.
And you're up next.
You're up
Go
next.
Awesome. Yeah, moving is a thing, isn't it?
for it. Oh, are you running away? Really?
Guarded step,
Nice.
right?
Sure.
Correct.
And I'll shoot it with the bolt caster.
Okay.
And you said +4? My power attack. Oh, I wish.
You hit. Rolls a 31. You hit for 12 points of damage. You guys are rocking these things.
Nice. I'm assuming that these bolts, when I shoot them, they break, or they're not usable again.
They're gone.
Yeah, I'm marking them off. Okay.
They're gone. They're gone. Mo, you're up.
All right, I've got a full attack, but I'm not putting in negatives because of Bob. Does that apply to 2 attacks, Bob?
Yeah.
I only
Both
did
attacks.
12 damage. That's weak.
And 2 attacks submitted. 24 for the hit first. Rolled a 15 for... And
Yeah.
20 for the second one.
Mo, is a monkey.
Baboosh! There's 44 damage for you, monkey.
Mo must have had some military training.
Yeah, we were taught to deal with these simians.
Off in the distance, a bow shoots at someone. A arrow goes flying by Mo. He's like, huh?
Wait, through the cubicles and stuff, or above
Yeah.
that?
Over
Yeah.
the cubicle.
Well, they missed me on a 7, so that's okay. Yeah.
Hits you with a 32 and does 2 points of damage.
Are
'cause
they
it's
using
archaic.
archaic weapons and still doing that?
Who said it was archaic?
Well, not the GM, I guess. Okay.
You're complaining? Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it's a-
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
complaining.
no, 2 points of damage. Okay, I'm going to remember that. That's going to be remembered.
Game log, it says 2d8
I'm not
plus
complaining
8,
at all.
And then he
I'm,
gets
I'm,
six.
I'm making sure that we're not getting, bamboozled.
Oh,
by a
you're
bunch
gonna
of
get
monkeys.
bamboozled. Oh, you're getting bamboozled. This thing, the Echoi is what they're called.
We're being attacked by E. coli.
E. coli.
Yep.
And it sees the arrow bounce off Mo, and you hear commands coming from the west. The Ehoi look and then attack Akiro. 5-foot step, and it bites at Akiro and misses.
Yay.
Wow, misses on an 8. That's pretty good.
And then attacks again and misses again.
Nice.
Rolls a 2.
Wait, hold on. Could it try an extra try? Can I give it an extra attack? Because I think, honestly, Akiro needs a little humility.
I need to run more. That's what I need to do.
Run away farther, yeah.
Yeah.
The other one moves up and tries to bite Mo and misses.
Rolls a 9 for a 24.
Wow, that was a whole bunch of missing. 4 bites, and they completely miss you guys. We weren't even close.
Yeah.
We weren't even close.
They need a 12 to hit me.
Tuttle's up.
I'm still going to use my old gun for now because I think didn't we decide that new one was a line weapon?
No, it's not a line weapon. It uses petrol.
Oh,
Fuel.
well, in that case, why don't we try the new one then?
Well, no, but it's an area of effect, though, isn't it?
No, that's Chris just thinks that's what it is, but it's not.
It's a dragon.
Chris.
Dragon wide something, right? What's it called?
Just
Drake
laser.
Dragon
The
pistol.
Drake Dragon pistol.
No, it actually is a fire. Okay, let me go through what it does. It's a small arm. It does 2d4 fire. It has a range of 30. If it crits, it does burn damage. That's all you need to know. Hello. And
Whoa!
give me a 2d4 for crit because it's going on
Nice.
fire.
You're hired, new gun.
Yeah, I try not to actually do this, but I have to say, to the listeners at home listening to the podcast, right now, Tuttle is by far the highest damage person in the party.
Damn.
Well, yeah, it's. Oh my god. So that's
Oh, it's
34.
there?
He hit
Pretty
for
good.
34.
And it's on fire.
That's awesome.
Oh, are you moving, Tuttle? I presume you're not moving. Where are you? You can move. I forgot about that.
Nah, I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
All right. Well, now Mr. Cheddar's up.
Tactical Razorbat.
Misses by a lot with the 2. Rusty is up.
Okay,
Rusty, I know
well,
you're getting bored just telling everyone to do your job for you. Why don't you
right.
act like a leader and lead from the front?
I'm sorry.
That would be
I'm
awesome.
I'm hearing this strange voice in my comms. I think it's from some sort of alien entity that's trying to convince me to do things that are wrong. I'm
It's
not
from
really
the
sure.
alien that attacked the ship, probably.
Yes,
It's
Oh,
from,
that's
it's
time.
from God.
It's your
I thought
conscience.
that actually sunk into the depths. My God, that alien is so persistent. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at any rate, I'm going to shake that off, and I'm not going to listen to any of that nonsense, certainly. I have decided that since we have one of them completely surrounded at the moment by Mo and Cheddar and Akiro, who I know for a fact is going to stay exactly where he is right next to the monster, I'm going to attack that one with all of my benefits so that we can just take it out in one round. So I point at it and I say, "Get him!" And I say it this time in a commanding tone, unlike apparently my non-commanding tone in the past. And then I'm going to add a good die 6 to that. Okay, so a 31 bluff will work.
Yes.
And I also have a +4 to that, which is -4 for him, so it comes out as a wash. Oh, I have +1 to that because of Mo.
You hit and do
All right,
9 points of
everybody has
damage.
+4 against that one. And the ranged people +5 because of Mo.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Finish him.
Guarded step.
Yep.
Do I get a +4 still, Bob?
Yes, actually, you're right next to him, so... Oh, no, actually, you get a +5 if you're doing a ranged attack, because Mo gets
Yeah.
a +1.
+5.
Okay.
See, I hadn't noted that you had actually moved far away from the monster and were making a range.
Glory of the kill.
God
22
damn it.
points. He hits 12 for 28. Very good.
And my bolt caster is empty. Only gets 2 shots, which is kind of annoying. So as a move action, I reload. Haha. Actually, no, I'm done already because I moved already. So I'm done.
Mo is surrounded by dead bodies and one very large, very angry, on fire creature. The dog monkey thing. They do
Double
a full
down on the
attack.
dog monkey.
It kind of looks like a dog, lion, bear, actually.
Now I get a -4 for the first attack because that wasn't the get him target. So
Oh, you do get a -4? Oh, then you
yeah,
didn't
so I
miss
might
it.
have missed
Yeah,
that
sorry.
one.
Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely missed that.
So Mo misses twice. He
Oh,
rolls a
Mo.
6 and a rolls a 3. The monkey gets 18 health back. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I'll give you a quick description because it happened so quickly. They're furried quadrupeds the size of large hounds with muscular forelimbs and 6-digit human-like hands that assist in scaling trunks and hanging onto branches. Powerful jaws and sharp teeth are capable of tearing into tough flesh, and their large, flaring nostrils help them pick up even the faintest of scents. And yeah, they look like, I don't know what the heck they are. It looks like you just took a whole bunch of creatures and put them into a blender, and out came
Yeah.
this monster.
It's a chimera.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind
Did Keeley make these creatures? Because if so, I want to get him back on the show so I can.
I don't know about this one. Maybe. He might have. Attack.
I like the art.
An arrow comes flying out at Mr. Akiro.
Nice.
Oh, Akiro gets hit squarely in the chest for 21 points of damage. And you hear another
jeez.
voice coming out in the distance. Ba-ba-ba-ba, and it's like in some alien tongue.
So wait, we don't see where this is coming from?
No
He's
language.
in the darkness. He's in the darkness.
Can we make a reactive perception check to know what direction it's coming from?
To the west. I mean, it literally is coming. It was a straight line to the west. So if you draw a line way to the west off into that darkness, you can. Someone's like popping up and shooting and popping back down, and doing very quickly. So you.
'Cause I have
Well, my
60 feet
question
dark
for the
vision, by the
reactive
way.
perception check is to identify a square, or do I need to make an active perception check on my turn?
They're outside 60 feet, so you
Okay,
can't see
there
them.
you go. I have dark vision to 60, but not beyond. Okay.
Yeah, they're both of you can't see it. It's too far out. So, but if you get a little
No, that's
closer, Akiro, I think you'll be able to see him. Do you want to get?
And we
close?
have
Akiro's getting closer. Don't worry about that. He's
we have,
going.
we
he's
have we're lit up here. Or lit, right?
Yeah, like where you guys are completely lit. And also, if this thing has, keep in mind that there's different versions of dark vision, and also you guys have lights because someone can't see in the dark. Mo,
I can.
who can't see in the dark?
I have low light vision. I guess.
Well,
I
then
mean,
you
I don't
need
have
some
dark
light because
vision.
it's pitch. Well, it's pitch
Yeah.
black in here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Oh wait,
yeah,
so you have some kind of light on.
yeah.
Yeah. My suit always has lights on.
Yeah, he always has lights on. The oh. Hey, look at that! It attacks Mo.
What?
There we go. 20.
What?
20. I should do quadruple damage for that.
Let's see. Let's look at this.
And you know what? It's a full attack. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Double crit! Double crit!
Oh, that's so not fair. That is so not fair.
53 points of
All right.
damage, baby.
Mo
He's ripping
has
it
to
you,
go.
and he's like
We
pulling
need
out
a new
the-
tank.
Mo doesn't know what's going on.
Shadow's got to get up here and start tanking. This is too much.
Yeah.
This monkey-
Yeah.
This monkey has gone ape.
Is there a button that you can press on your side? That
No!
makes, are you sure?
Yes.
They don't know boss key.
Totally rolled that. I can't believe it. The 2020 is. I love that.
You did
That's like
20,
getting-
20,
that's like
27.
aces.
I'm sorry. There's
I
the
know.
mathematical odds of that.
There's
I'm
no
trying to
way
think.
Steve could
3, 1 in
possibly-
That's
20
not
chances in a
true.
row.
Not true. The last session of Seth's D&D campaign, we were rolling 20s all night long. Chris jumps into the volcano. Seth says to him, "You die." Chris yells at Seth and then says, "Okay, you roll a 1d100. You roll a 1, or what was it, 100, and you land on a piece of rock." And Chris rolls 100, baby. Do you remember that?
I know.
I know. I'm
was
also
actual
confirming on
dice,
the
yeah.
internet that rolling 3 natural 20s in a row is the odds of 1 in 8,000.
Yeah.
Never tell me the odds.
Right. Well, it's yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the 220s is 1 in 400.
Yep, now add 20 to that. So
I
now
know.
multiply
Yeah,
by
I
20.
can tell Steve was absolutely
It's
happy
a
about
separate
that.
instance.
I can
So
tell
happy
he's
about
happy.
that. We all
Yeah,
know
that wasn't cheating. That was a real
Oh, no, I don't think it was cheating. I just think it's
The
fascinating.
GM never cheats, by the
Hmm.
way.
No,
Uh-huh.
of course not. I just can't wait for my turn. Oh my
Oh.
god! God damn it! Tunnel, let's go.
You're not. Are you into hit point damage now?
He's not even into hit point damage, so quit your bitching. He's barely scratched.
Actually,
all
I have
that-
25 stamina left.
I like. See, after all that, he's a goddamn monster.
He is a monster.
Yeah, it's still the indignity of two
Yeah, you've
prisoner
taken
out.
no actual damage of any kind at this point.
Well, the damage to his ego. He is a fragile ego.
Okay, how much ego do you... Could you give me a point value to your ego?
Well, I mean, Mo is an idiot man-child, so he just has a he has his I don't know. He just wants to keep he's fronting. That's right. He is fronting, and he wants to be impervious so that you guys all respect him. But yeah, being crit twice, that looks bad. Forget about the damage. Forget about the stamina damage. It looks bad. Like when that monkey swings its giant arms and knocks Mo about, it's just, I don't know. Maybe he's had too many cameras following him. He's self-conscious, but that's basically the damage right there.
I hope Cheddar got that on tape. That's all.
Cheddar,
Yeah,
the
that
button,
whole rambling diatribe about how he got...
No. That new shiny armor covered the camera, and so the camera is catching nothing but dark back of armor.
Oh, that's right. Also, I hacked Cheddar to make sure that his memory can never actually come out Well, I don't want to talk about my own stories in the past.
If you hack Cheddar, that could be against the law. I think that Tuttle might have something to say about that.
Yeah, it's not RoboCop. His memory is not actually admissible in court.
I'm taking notes on who thinks it's ethical to mess with my drone and who doesn't. So.
Did you put in a fourth directive in there? A mystery directive?
That's not for you to know.
Mo will never.
Oh wait,
do
I
that.
forgot one thing. On its turn, it's still on fire. So roll your burn damage, baby. Roll 2d4, Mo. I mean Mo. Tuttle.
What?
Sorry. No, Tuttle. No, it's on the creature. The creature's on fire. It
Oh,
takes-
Yeah, it's on fire.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, "There's no way Mo's taking fire damage."
No,
God
Mo.
damn it.
You know what? I'm gonna say that when it hits you, you're a little bit on fire, just a little bit.
Well, you know what? I
It's
think that
smoldering.
monkey gets. Do they get minuses for attacking while on fire?
Yeah,
No.
it's called they take damage.
Yeah. All right. Just checking.
It doesn't matter. A 20 always hits. It can
Yeah,
get
I know.
a trillion minuses. It still hits you.
Yeah, I know.
Tuttle's up.
All right, I'll try to get this thing off of Mo.
You guys don't seem to
See-
mind when
Do you see
Tuttle
how he
rolls
said?
crits.
Do you see how he said that? Get him off of Mo. Now I'm being saved by
I know.
The rest
It's
of the
embarrassing.
I'm
It's
sorry.
bad. It's
What kind of a mousist phrase were you about to say there?
Ugh.
You were saying I'm being saved by what?
a person of fur.
Sure, you say that now that I'm questioning your little bias. That's fine. Look, okay, you're some sort of mousist, and we all understand it.
Are there pluses on this guy? Does he have a +4?
He still has no. I take
No.
it. Yeah, no bonus from me.
Then you miss because there's too much in your way.
Yeah, well.
+1 from Mo himself.
Doesn't matter. It's still too much in his way.
He doesn't get a +1 from Mo. Actually,
Cheddar rolls over to the dead creature on the floor.
Tactical
Crunching.
Razorbat.
It
Nice.
actually hits.
That was very nice.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
As far as I can tell at this point, my main role in these like sort of basic fights is that I am actually like the spell prayer combined with the spell bless from Pathfinder. Okay.
you're the cheerleader.
Yeah, I know. Go team, go go. All right, so I point at that one and I say, "Get him!" But this time I say it actually in Yaxian, and I hope you all understand.
I understand it.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody actually does understand it. Oh, that's a problem.
You should say it in falsetto.
I think Tuttle speaks the accent too.
I choose to reroll that. Okay, so 31 bluff, which worked on the last one at least.
Sure.
I would say I'm at a +8 because of 2 people in the way this time, but +4, -8. I'm at a -4 now. But yay, I hit.
You
Now,
know
guys,
who's been hitting every round?
every single round. But you know what? I'm not the kind of person who wants to brag about the fact
Cheddar.
that I've consistently hit every single time I've attacked, because that would be self-centered. It's a team effort.
Team of Rusty.
There is a
Hero.
team with me in it. There is a me in team. Everyone has +4 to attack it, +5 if you're at range.
My weapon is dry. I'm going to have to retreat. I cannot fire. And,
Oh my god!
and then I cast a spell and magic missile. Pow, 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 for a full round action magic missile, which I think is 3D, right? I'm double checking. Hold on.
It depends on your level. You got to
No,
know
it doesn't.
that.
It actually is not. It doesn't scale, unfortunately. The full action you get to fire 3 missiles, so I will do so.
Okay. Roll your damage.
That's the damage.
10
Pow,
damage.
pow, 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 pow.
10 points of damage as 3 missiles strike it, and it howls in pain. Mo's up. Mo,
Full attack.
you were
Wow.
completely embarrassed by this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
Rusty, are you giving me a +4?
Mhm.
I think he is.
Yeah, you get a +4.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I want the glory of the kill. Oh wow.
No, you're not gonna get. No.
Yeah. You kill it more.
Monkey guts. Great. Monkey guts.
That was
Nice.
That was just mean. Mean.
No. Well,
It's a burning pile of monkey gut.
As you kill this thing, you hear a scream in the west, and in broken, vulgar Kish, you hear, "Come to me, creatures of death, and face your doom."
oh jeez.
That's a mixed message. He thinks
Yeah.
we're the creatures of death.
Yeah.
I'll say as I'm
Well, you kind of are.
Well, I mean,
he
Oh!
just attacked. Wow.
Oh, right through Cheddar, right in his face.
You don't get any kind of minus for that.
Yeah, you did. He got a -4. And he still hit you. Akiro! Akiro, you
Wait,
still haven't been hit though. You're like a pincushion covered with these things. I don't
I
know
have
that you
top-
take the arrows out of you and put them
And use them in my
your-
gun?
Yes.
I have top of the line heavy armor and an 18 dex, and I never get missed. It's incredible.
Don't worry. You'll start getting this thing that's hitting you is higher level than you, so don't feel bad.
Some animal activist. They didn't like how we killed the monkeys.
Yeah, the monkey dog things are its pets, and you killed it.
Sometimes you
You
gotta.
guys are bad people. I'm just telling you right now, you are the bad guys in this adventure. I know you think you're the good
Yeah.
guys.
No,
but
we
you're
don't.
not.
No.
no, I actually
No,
don't believe
no.
anyone thinks we're the good guys. I
Mo
don't think
wasn't-
anyone anywhere.
I
believes that.
I'm not good aligned, if that makes a difference.
Yeah,
I don't have.
Mo is
I
a
don't,
soldier in the Vesk Empire. Come on.
And Tuttle is purely a scientist.
someone's good. during our party.
Tuttle has
Than
no
me.
emotion in this, right? He's like- he's
I'm just here for the knowledge.
Yep.
Exactly.
Actually, Steve, I don't want to disillusion you. Is this the first time you're finding out you're not actually running a moral and good adventure?
Pretty
I guess
much.
not, but I always like to think that somewhere in there's a little bit of good, but I'm realizing it's just different levels of evil. And yeah,
Tuttle is good. He's chaotic good or something, isn't he?
Tuttle's good-ish.
Technically not. Lawful neutral.
Ah,
Yeah,
excellent. That's even
Yeah.
better.
I'm pure neutral. We have no good members. We never have.
Cheddar might be good.
Yeah, good at killing
Cheddar-
things with a
Cheddar
razor
is
bat.
great.
I think we intended to start off in some sort of heroic campaign, and we may in fact end up serving the universe. But I think what's really happened is that no, that's not really the way it's working out.
We bumble into doing good along the way every once in a while.
We need to turn these lights off.
Well, Tuttle is
Yeah.
up. What are you doing, Tuttle? Well, then Mo can't see because it's pitch black.
I
Like,
likes to announce he's coming.
yeah, but like you won't be able to see hand in front of face. Tuttle is up. Oh, he's being bold. Oh, let me show you what you can see.
I like this mouse. I like him a lot. This mouse has moxie.
Okay, you're walking in. You're walking into the room. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on in here.
Mo, you might want to activate your haste circuit and get in there.
Up. Oh well. Cheddar, I have some bad
Oh,
news
no.
for you.
You stepped on a bomb.
As Cheddar rumbles into the room, he suddenly hears click, thermal detonator explodes. Let's see. How big is this radius?
Have we ever ended a chapter of this adventure in which Cheddar didn't come either close to death or was actually destroyed?
Yeah, he takes damage. He's a hero. Cheddar is the stuff of heroes. Nice! It misses me!
Wait, hold on.
Unique version of being a bomb
I gotta
finding
do it again. I gotta do it again.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Yeah, it
Yes,
Oh,
that's
man.
much better.
Oh,
You got
come
all that
on.
time. Good.
It's on the corner, baby. It's on the corner. That's right.
Is it a grenade or is it what is it?
Explosive detonation trap. It explodes when something within proximity comes to it. A massive explosion rips through the area, 20-foot radius. It's both a mixture of heat, sound, and pressure. Give me reflex saves. Cheddar, Tuttle, and Mo. Let's see. Cheddar makes it. Mo with a 14 fails, and Tuttle easily makes it with the 25 because he is.
That's such bullshit. Such bullshit.
No cover.
Wait
Yeah.
till you see the damage.
Is there any cover?
It must. Does it blow up the cubicles? Probably, right? The cubicles
Oh god,
blow
yeah,
up.
those are like just destroyed. Yeah, no, there's some cover. But you. Let me see. Let me do the math. Hold on. Let me just do what it is. It's 8d12.
Oh my god.
60 points of damage.
Oof.
There's no cover?
Fire damage. Yeah, I'll say you have cover. So you guys only take 30 each because the cover blocks it. So
All right. Can you leave that up so we can see what was, or tell us which of these things were destroyed?
Tuttle should take less because he made a save, shouldn't he?
whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on.
No, that was the right thing.
You still have taken no
there's
damage.
red on Mo.
Oh, there's red on Mo. Thank God. I've been waiting for that.
Mo's gonna have to wait for 10 minutes.
Nah, there's no waiting.
Resting for 10 minutes. So, are the cubicles in that area?
They're just gone. Yeah,
Okay,
they're just blown over.
Are the walls?
Oh, the walls stand. Those walls are like
Making
no,
sure?
no, nothing's
Making sure?
happening to those walls. So everyone takes 30 points of damage. Cheddar takes he's a little red. Tuttle's a freaking machine. He's still standing. He didn't even get hit with the red. It just sort of knocked
Wait a
him
minute.
off his feet a little.
Was that kinetic damage?
Fire damage,
Oh.
baby.
Pick the wrong energy, Tuttle.
Who's does Tuttle want to move some more? He only moved 25 feet. He can keep going. Jason?
I'm thinking about it. On one hand, I'm not sure he should take another hit. On the other hand, maybe having him go further out, and if there is another bomb, detonating it. You know what? Take one for the team, Cheddar.
Aw.
Whoa! Cheddar.
Nice.
Wow.
Around.
Go, robot, go.
Bold move.
Does he still see anyone?
Not yet. Rusty's up.
Oh, God damn it. Well, I have 60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, get up
and
there.
high perception. So I'm supposed to move in the room if I were to show actual ability or concern or interest. God damn it.
Or leadership abilities.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all that crap.
Yeah, it's all stacked up against you, pal. But those, what's not stacked up against you are those cubicle walls.
Yes, that's great.
I should emphasize that was 8d12 points of damage.
Honestly, knocking down that many cubicle walls at once is, I think, a lot of... That's the fantasy of many people.
I am moving to there, and as I move, I can't actually make an active perception check, but I am looking around with my 60-foot dark vision, which is totally something that humans all have. We all have dark vision. Ignore the glowing eyes that I happen to be showing.
Akira the Just.
Okay. All right. Oh man. How high is the ceilings here?
15 feet.
Okay. I will cast a spell.
Oh, God.
Actually, as a free action, I drop my weapon, and tell my unseen servant to bring it along. And I'll cast a spell, which of course is mirror image. So let's do that first.
Someone doesn't like getting hit. 1d4. One.
Great. All right. Well, it's better than none.
No, it's actually not better than none. You moving in and attacking is better than one.
Attacking without. I will now, as a swift action, I'm going to activate my haste circuit.
Okay.
I only have 4 rounds left of it, and I'm going to move.
Go, gadget haste. Well, haste it starts next round. You activate it, but it doesn't start. It takes a round to start up.
Yeah, but there's no cubicle walls, remember?
Yeah. No, it's good for him, but
I can go straight.
Yeah, you can go straight.
Like there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm done.
Mo. Oh, Mo. I see a little bit of red on Mo. I don't think Mo's happy.
All right, as a swift action, I'm going to activate my haste circuit. And
Oh, boy.
Run in a direction no one's been. Activate that next mine.
Someone's getting upset.
Okay, that's one move. I don't see him, right?
Not yet.
No, you knew he wasn't seen from there because I was standing there with dark vision.
And do I see him now?
Yes.
Nice.
But you can't move 65, can you?
I can move 70 on a double movement.
Okay.
My normal move is 35.
All right, except you cut a corner there, but you cut a corner.
I am now looking at our enemy. What
I'm
the
looking
hell
at
is that?
Well, the cubicles are gone.
No, not
all
in
of
the
them.
top area. No,
just
the top
just
one. You
in
cut
the
a corner.
exploded area.
I'm just moving you back 5. You did cut a corner, but that's okay. You still got reach. It's not that big. There he is.
Yeah, I kind of want to be next to him, though.
Well, you can't make it, so sorry. Everyone wants things they can't always have.
I think I can actually make that move.
I don't think you
But
can.
that's okay.
I don't think you can. But that's all right. So, what will he do? What?
Can I get a description of this monkey thing?
Oh, this is not a monkey thing. Oh, yes, sorry. That is a good point. You see a large Kesh. They seem to have a very large axe as well as a battle bow. She seems to actually be almost foaming at the mouth as you killed her pets. She sees you and you can feel the hatred coming from her eyes. She gives off a little bit of a smile and runs away.
And how big is this creature?
That's a Kesh. She's like
normal size.
Yeah, she's like what is it? 6 feet tall, 6.5 feet tall.
And how tall are the cubicle walls?
They're like 4, but she was ducking down. She was like behind it. She was like taking cover behind it.
Okay.
So that's why you guys couldn't see it. I mean, think about it. It's like, cubicle walls like up
Sure.
against it. There's no way. So she sort of like, see the jig is up. So she's like, run. She sort of like, runs to the south. And then is going to
Hide.
behind some cubicle walls. Yep. She's going over here. She's like, there we go. She ducks behind the cubicle too, so you can't see her again. You have to come over there. That's where you saw her go, though.
As a metagame thing, I don't know that I would have known that. So, though if she's
60
taller than the cube,
Oh yeah, she's tall. You would have
I would've
seen
been able to
that.
see-
I mean,
seen
yeah,
her
you would have
stand
seen
up
her
and
run
run.
to the south and then pop down. Like she literally ran and
Okay.
then went on down. So now she's somewhere in the southwest corner. It looks like you probably have to go over there to get her.
You also would have heard her. I mean, that's a creature moving at full speed. There's no quiet movement,
It's very stealthy.
I would imagine.
Oh, I'm not saying you can't see her, but no, of course. But I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm just talking metagame. You
Yeah.
would have definitely heard somebody moving that.
oh yeah. Whoa, where's Tuttle going? Okay, Tuttle was pulling a Hiroji there and running away. Oh, there you go.
No. We met Hiroji, not you. Akira is brave. Very brave.
Okay, you clearly see her, and she's like sneaking, hiding, like underneath, taking cover, right under there. She looks at
with a double move, that's all I can do.
Yeah, that's what you can do. She sees the rat, and she's like, oh, ratty boy, oh, ratty boy.
I admit, as we're recording this, that St. Patrick's Day is a few days away, but I just don't think "Oh Ratty Boy" is going to actually catch on as a ballad.
Ratty boy, oh, ratty boy.
The cheese is calling.
I think I have to veto
Okay.
this song.
Rusty is up. Go, charge in. Charge like the man you are. Become the hero that you always wanted to be.
30. Can I see it? I have 60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, you have. There's a lot blocking you, but you can see her.
All right, so I'm going to make an attack. To, if nothing else, if anybody else can get to it, it will be flat-footed. Actually, I take that back. As part of my attack, I will also use improved get 'em, so everybody has a +2 against them. I have lots of minuses, blood is +2, so it's just sort of putting it out there that once I have eyes on you, there you go. And I miss, and that's it.
Where is it? Where is it at?
I forgot to scream out, so you don't know.
Excellent.
Well, I'm going to follow Mo then. Hold on. Can't move my character. I can move 60.
Yeah, you can move some more south if you want.
And I can, as a swift action, I can summon my rifle from my gloves of storing.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
And I can't see it from here, right?
She's behind there. I mean, well, you moved your full. You can't attack anyhow. So.
No, I didn't. That's because I have the haste circuit. So.
Oh, I forgot you have haste. I forgot. But haste doesn't give you double movement, does
No.
it? It just lets
It
you.
gives you plus 30.
It gives
doubles
you
the
as a
amount of your
normal movement, but if he takes 2 movements, then he can move 90. I mean, it's just...
Well, yeah, but it gives you 60. I thought you can move up to 60.
If you have a
No.
base movement of
No.
30, it doubles it to 60 for one move
Right.
action.
For regular movement, but it doesn't let
Yes.
you move 60 and then attack twice. You can't do that.
No, not attack twice.
Not twice, but once, yes.
Yes, you can attack once. That is correct.
Right. So that's it's just a move action. That's 60 move action. So I get 1 standard action, which is a 1 attack.
Yes. Okay, you are absolutely correct. That's what you're trying to do a full attack. Then go gadget attack.
All right, but am I getting some minuses?
You get a +2 from me, you get minuses from the cubicles.
How much of a minus?
Never tell me the odds. Just shoot.
A 4 will not do it.
I'm done.
Yeah, all the hasted movements increase by 30.
Actually does a few things. Okay, so haste actually adds an action of movement to anyone making a full attack. So you do make 2 attacks after you move, and it augments your move to 25 feet plus 5 feet per level.
Okay. I don't even know if
So-
is your rifle unwieldy? It might not even allow you to do full attack on that rifle.
I don't think so. But
Mine is unwieldy. I think I might be the only one.
I didn't want to do a full attack.
Okay, even better.
All right, 45 is my move.
Yeah.
Now we do the full attack.
Yeah, you think so. You think so. Go right ahead.
That's a 5, and he rolls a
I hear a
3.
lot of wind. I feel the breeze.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dang it.
Yep. This
Well,
one is
that
going to be
sucks.
a little harder to kill than the last one. She laughs and laughs and laughs, and she steps back. She's going to attack you once. Just once. She misses too.
She rolls a 4 too.
And takes a 5-foot step back. Guarded step, if you will. And she looks at you with a big smile on her face, inviting you to a
Don't
dance
like this monkey.
with death.
Don't like this monkey.
Look, I don't like this monkey either, but we do have it surrounded now, right?
Completely surrounded.
Seems like it.
All right.
This is a wily monkey, though.
Tuttle, what's Tuttle gonna do? Is Tuttle gonna come for you, bad boy, bad boy?
No, just gonna shoot her.
That's totally not fun.
That seems kind of a little unexciting, I gotta say. Jason, can you enliven that in some way?
10 misses. She's gonna be a tough one. You guys better start paying attention and concentrating, because you guys are missing an awful
Wait a
lot.
I'm
minute.
going to have
Okay,
Cheddar
that's
use
10?
his jump jets to put himself between her and me.
Did you
Ooh.
add your pluses
Doesn't
to that?
matter.
Because you get a +1 from Mo.
Is that where Cheddar goes? As Cheddar lands, the other concussion grenade goes off.
Right.
God damn it.
Oh!
Boom! Oh, that's where Cheddar went.
I'm betting this thing has evasion or something
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's going to save and take no damage.
A boom. Everyone give me reflex saves.
Not everyone.
I don't want to miss this.
God damn it.
Cheddar makes it, thank God. Mo fails completely. Tuttle with the 20 does like knick-knack, tallywhack, give a dog a bone attack. I mean, reflex. 52 points of damage. Look at that. 10, 1, 10, 1, 10, 12, 6, 2. That is a weird roll. So, let's see. Who takes what damage, shall we? Mo takes 52 points of damage. Wow, Mo is like 3 points from dead.
Wow.
That's really not
at
a
least
good thing at all.
frickin' stupid dum-dum's got a mirror image on him. Thank God for that.
Yeah, that was not good at all. Jesus.
Now the finger pointing comes in.
I noticed.
Didn't take long, did it?
Nope.
She actually does take some damage. She was not immune to it, and she actually takes it, but seems to revel in it. Well, all those cubicles are gone. Cheddar is still up. You go, Cheddar.
Give me a nice clean shot.
Tactical Razorback.
Tactical Razorback.
You hit. Good job. Rusty, look at that. You got a clean shot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in. I'm going to try and kill
Plus
this.
1 from Mo.
Thank you. Great. That's wonderful. Okay, I'll do my thing that I do, which is... Well, okay, look. Honestly, I'd be tempted to actually try and diplomatize this thing because it's the leader of this at this point. But
Oh my God.
why would I after the 2 grenades have gone off?
Why would you?
Yeah, so it's just I give everybody a bonus and I shoot at it. So fine. Move action, I say get him, and I point at Monkey, and then I try and bluff it. And I do.
33?
No.
I don't know. You're going to give me a... Oh, there you go. There you
38.
go.
39.
Okay, now you do.
Okay.
Don't assume.
So that's plus 5 to whatever I have.
Oh, you know what? She has cleave.
That's good to know. But I...
Cleave, the
For
targets...
35 damage.
The targets have to be adjacent.
Oh, they will be, because she's going to kill Cheddar and then kill you. Yeah.
You critted it? Nice.
Yeah. He critted it
35
for
damage.
35.
Everybody has plus 4 against it. All right?
Nice.
Hey, it's Moat's turn.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Sarah's up.
Yes. Still.
All right, so I have a clean shot too, right? Because there's nothing.
You're going to have to move up a little to have a clean shot, but...
Actually, you should delay your turn. Let Mo have a turn.
Really?
Yeah. Because right now he can't get around me. And I don't want to be attacking through him. So, actually, it doesn't matter.
If you move down 10 feet, I'll say you have a clean shot.
Am I getting a +5 and a minus? What are we doing?
You get a +5. I was saying before when you weren't there, just move down 10, and will be able
I did.
to...
I moved down 10. I moved down to where
Okay.
the blast area started.
There you go. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that.
Now you have no cover, nothing in your way. You can shoot to your heart's content and kill it.
And I get a +1 from Mo and a +4, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
I'm
if
going to
you
do a
full
full.
attack, you get
I'm doing a
+1.
I'm doing that full attack this time.
Go, Gadget Akiro.
Here comes the 1s and 2s.
Acid
Nice.
damage, liquidator,
Nice.
12 points of damage.
Nice.
Here comes the
That's
second
a
one.
good thing.
If he knows how to do it. And the 6 does
Miss.
not quite do
Yeah.
it. Can't win them all.
And I am Mo's in big
Well,
trouble.
Not with that attitude.
no,
again.
Mo.
Mo, wait till you guys are going to like Mo. You're going to be very
Mo
impressed.
has 5
You
hit
are
points
going to be
left.
so impressed.
Mo has the opportunity.
5 hit points.
No,
He's
hero.
got
It's a hero move now.
full attack.
Oh boy.
You guys are going to love this.
Oh boy. You get flanking too, by the way.
Yeah, flanking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have like
Excellent.
+6 to hit.
You hit twice.
One
Good
small
job.
problem. Not dead.
And Mo runs away.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
Wait.
haste
Oh,
token.
because you
can do
used
that.
haste to get an extra move action.
Yes,
Oh,
you
God.
can do haste after you make a full attack. I
true.
told you
Yep.
guys would
I-
be impressed.
I love that. No, I love that.
I don't know if I love that. Oh, Cheddar. She looks at you and she says in vulgar Kish, "You run like the cowards that you are. I am but a lieutenant. The master will kill you all." And full attacks Cheddar. Holy moly.
Cheddar's dead.
No! Cheddar, he was so young.
32 points of damage on Cheddar. Damn.
He was so young.
Now I'm mad.
That was a lot of freaking damage.
Beating Mo to the point of death, yeah, that's just business as normal. But hurting Cheddar, that's personal. Oh, wait.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Then she laughs hysterically. That evil. It's like the predator laugh. As Cheddar falls to the ground in a crumbled heap. And she charges, and Rusty tunnels up.
All right.
Can I shoot over the cube walls at her? Is she?
Definitely, she has some cover, though. If you move to the west, you'll have a clear shot. If you go on top of Cheddar's dead body, you'll have a perfectly clear shot.
Aww.
You can stand on him triumphantly.
She melted Cheddar.
You know, you can say what you want about me, but don't trash talk Cheddar.
Oh,
Nice.
that's glorious. That's revenge. No, that's straight up revenge. I love that.
Nice.
And for once, I don't give a shit that I shot her in the back.
Well, she killed Cheddar. She deserved no mercy.
Wow.
She got what's coming to her.
As she's charging Rusty, Tuttle goes into a frenzy, pulls out the rifle, shoots her, sets her on fire, and she like melts. I'm melting. Wow. There's a lot of damage in this room, I see. It looks
It's like the one thing from Unforgiven. You just shot an unarmed man. Well, he should have armed himself then. If she's gonna be killing my Cheddar.
Exactly.
Hey everyone, Steve here. So Cheddar Mark III is no more. Cheddar Mark III lasted quite a long time. I am going to tell you that Cheddar Mark IV, if he gets rebuilt, is going to be significantly different in a couple of ways. But let's not put our cart before the horse, shall we? I did add some of those incendiary grenades to the mix. That wasn't originally in the write-up, and the reason is that I felt the enemies were extremely unbalanced throughout this entire adventure. I don't think that was the fault of Jason. I just felt that this was one of the very first adventures. Actually, let me rephrase that. This was the very first adventure ever written with the rules actually out. Adventures 1 through 3 were written before the rules were finalized, and this was the first one written with the rules finalized. So they didn't quite have the balance just right, and it was a little bit all over the place. I felt like it was either way too hard or way too easy, so I added some grenades. I didn't really expect to kill anyone, which is okay, I guess. But at least it was Cheddar who died, because Cheddar can be rebuilt easily enough. Again, it also served a nice purpose, because if you see the map, it's a cube farm. Like, you know, when you see in an office, it was really hard to get around. There's a lot of cover, and it just blew them all away. So there's tons of space in this office now. That's going to actually come into play in an episode or two from now, you'll see. So if you think I went overboard, again, I didn't really think Cheddar was going to die, but, you know, them's the breaks, and Cheddar Mark IV, if he gets rebuilt, will be really cool. So on to my GMPC tip. How do you prepare your physical game? I don't run physical games that often. I used to obviously do it every single week, and I had this whole technique, and over the years I've sort of modified it. Now the only time I run physical games is Gen Con and PaizoCon. Those of you know I am running a game of Grimmerspace at PaizoCon for Twitch, Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you go to the Paizo Twitch stream, you'll be able to see me. And I'm going to go through, well, what I do when I prepare a game. So the first thing I do is I always get a PDF of the module. That is invaluable. In fact, I subscribe to so many things on Paizo just so I can get the PDF. Now, you can actually take a PDF and take anything out of the PDF easily enough. What you do is you just have to click on any of the images and drag it to your desktop, and then that one image will come off of the PDF and be saved to your desktop, as an image, and the best thing is that it has a white background on it. I go through the PDF and I do that with all of the images. Now, sometimes the PDFs are locked or they're encrypted and so forth. Let's just say there's about 10 trillion websites out there that will allow you to very easily unlock a PDF. But the thing is, if you own it and you need to use it for your game, I think it's okay the way I'm using it. It's not like I'm taking it and reselling it or anything. So I go through the PDF, I open it up, I drag all the individual images off, I put it into a folder, I name all the individual images. Now you can use those images either as handouts, or what I often like to do is use them as tokens. So I have them all organized. So then what do you do with the tokens? I'm going to tell you, there is a PDF sheet called counters_1inch.pdf. It's all one word, counters, plural, _1inch.pdf. There's also counters_2inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch. And you can find these on fierydragon.com. What is this, you ask? It is a pre-made PDF with a grid of 1x1, 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4 squares. And all you need to do is click on a square and you can load any ping file into the square. You don't need any special software, nothing to do. You just get this PDF, click on a square, select the image you want, and the image will automatically fill up that square. It's wonderful, and you can fit a ton of images on there, something like 100 or something. There's a lot of room. And the best part is they have obviously 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4. So then what I do is I then print it out onto cardstock. I have a color laser writer. You print it out into cardstock. You arrange obviously all your tokens. It usually only takes a sheet or two, and then it's simple enough to just cut them out. So now you have these 1x1 tokens. And then what I like to do is you can either get these 1-inch circular wooden nickels, they're called. You can get them on Amazon. You can get hundreds of them for just a few bucks. Or you can even use, if you're crazy, you can use real nickels. I've seen that. The real nickels obviously cost you 5 cents a piece. But what you do is you just glue the token onto your nickel, and voila, you have a little counter. I actually get the wooden nickels, and then I just use some, regular glue. I just use the Stickum glue and just put them on. And then I got a nice stack of counters. And then the other thing I like to do is in the little corner, I'll write the number. So, for example, if you're facing, 5 monsters and they're all exactly the same, I usually say, I'll write in the corner numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that way, if the monster's attacking you, I'll say, okay, monster number 2 is attacking you, monster number 5 is attacking you, now monster 3, and so forth. That way, if they all look exactly the same. And then I usually organize those into either little baggies, or sometimes I use envelopes, and then I write the encounter area. And that way I can get to them very quickly. I just sort of pull them out, throw them on the map, and voila. And after a while, if you want, you can start making a nice little collection. I've been doing this for so long that I got literally hundreds of these tokens just floating around. Actually, sometimes it's just easier to make new ones than to try to go through my old collection. But I do have like humanoids and basic fighters and basic monsters all set out and ready to go. Another thing you can do if you're really crazy is instead of putting numbers 1 through 5, sometimes I put numbers like 82 and 73, and then the PCs are like, oh my god, it's number 52! Oh my god, how many of these monsters are we going to be fighting? So that's how I make tokens. Next thing I do is to actually make the maps. Now again, this is a nice little secret. You pull the map out of the PDF, and then I open it up inside of Photoshop. The first thing I do is I resize the map so that the grid equals 1 inch. I actually go a little bit bigger. Usually I'll do like 1.1 or 1.2 inches. It doesn't matter. You don't have to get exactly 1 inch. I usually do it a little bigger because you'd rather have the grid too big than too small. So I just resize the image in Photoshop. I then save the image, and it can be a very large image once you resize it. It can be massive. And then there's a program called Posterazor. It's Posterazor. Posterazor. Posterazor, all it does, it's fantastic. It'll take an image and then it'll automatically tile it across multiple pages, which you could then save as a PDF and print. That's how I make all my maps. So you sometimes just take a really big image and it can turn it into 16 normal pages. You can set the amount of width, how much overlap there is. You can make the overlap an inch, half an inch. You can make it landscape. You can make it portrait, whatever you want. And then it just saves it as a PDF. You then print it out. I usually do it on cardstock. I just cut it up. I pre-tape it together in columns. So let's just say you have a, 4x4 map. I tape 4 of them together, and then what I do is in the corners, because sometimes you forget how it goes together, I'll usually write little numbers, so 1 goes to 1. So if you follow me, I have 2 strips. The strips, if you have the first strip and the second strip, I write a little number in the corner and matching them together with 1. And then if I have strip 2 and 3, I would write in the corner 2. So that way you know how to combine them. It's sort of like a puzzle. Because trust me, if you're in the middle of a game and you have 5 or 6 strips and these maps and you're trying to put it together, you're going to drive yourself nuts. So don't do that. I have it all prearranged. I then clamp them together and I bring them to the game. And then one thing I like to do is before the game starts is I tape them all together. I tape them all together and I just stack them one on top of each other. And then usually I'll get a pre-made Paizo map, like the plastic ones that you get of just a grid. And I put that on top of all of them. That way they're all ready to go. They're already on the board. And all I need to do is slip out one map, put that on, and voila. And then obviously if the entire map is being shown and you only want to show a portion of the map, just bring pieces of paper with you and just make fog of war. It takes 10 seconds. And I've always had, everyone likes helping out. I've never had a problem. I always bring, that's the last thing I'll say. Inside of my dice bag, I always bring a couple of things. I have my dice, of course. I also have pens. I also have the wet dry markers, which I use to track initiative. I have tape in there. I have some minis, and I have clips and sometimes bags. And that all fits inside of my dice bag nice and neat. The nice thing about putting in your dice bag is that I might not use my dice bag for a year. I don't have to look for everything. It's all inside the dice bag, and it just fits in there nice. I don't have to go searching for these 10 items and then accidentally forget one. And then finally, the thing I use during combat is the combat pad. Now, Paizo owns this, believe it or not, it was owned by someone else. My original combat pad is something like 15 years old. I owned the original one from way back when. Then Paizo bought it. I actually don't like the way they redid it. The way Paizo rebranded the Pathfinder pad. It's okay. I kind of prefer the original one. But the Starfinder combat pad, I think, is excellent. And I'll be curious to see what the Pathfinder version 2 looks like. If you haven't seen the combat pad, it's great. Now, everyone does combat a little differently. Some people put note cards on top of their screen. That's a good way to keep track, and it's also easy to rearrange. Personally, I just like the pad. I can write a lot of notes on there. It's simple for me to move people around. I also see their names on the pad so I can call them out. That's the way I like to play. And that's what I use the wet dry markers for. Both if I'm going to be writing on the map, the Paizo maps, or the combat pad. So there you go. That's everything I do. Quick recap. Get the PDF. Pull out all the images. Pull out all the maps. Make them all tokens. Print them out. Put them onto either wooden nickels or just regular nickels. And voila, you have a whole bunch of tokens for all your combats. Use Post Eraser. You can then create your battle maps, which will be 1-to-1 scale. You can tape them together and they'll be perfect. Very easy to carry around with you. Again, I try to do strips so they fold up into just paper size. Then right before I run my game, I put them all down. I tape them together. It takes me a few minutes. I cover them up with a big Paizo map so no one can see them. And then I bring with me lots of pens, lots of dry mark erasers. I bring clips, bags, tape, sometimes scissors, although I usually don't bring the scissors because that can be a pain when you're flying, and usually I can get scissors at the con if necessary. And then the actual game itself, I also like to print out everything in color for the handouts. And one thing new that I'm doing is that if there's a lot of gear, especially for something like Starfinder, and which is extremely gear heavy, I copy and paste all the gear into a Word document, and then I cut out the gear into strips. So as people find the gear, I just hand them the strip with all the information on the gear. especially in Starfinder, because there's so much gear. And I find in Pathfinder, you find gear, but a lot of people know how the gear works. And it's very rare that you're finding that much gear that's unique in an adventure that you have to really worry about. But in Starfinder, you can be finding weapons and armor and weird things that you've never seen before. No one has any idea how they work, what they do. This way, I have them all ready to go. I just copy and paste it from one of the million websites out there, throw it on Word, cut it up into strips, organize it, and then I'm just going to hand out the strips and say, here's what you find. You guys figure out who has what, and then each person can hold the item that they actually get as a strip of paper. So there you go. Again, if you want to see this in action, do check out the Paizo stream this Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and you'll see this all live. Sorry if that went a little long. I kind of got a little carried away there. But if you have any questions whatsoever about setting this up, or like what you do, or if you guys want to compare notes, just go to the Roll for Combat Discord channel and go to the spoiler section and just talk with me. You could also go to the general area and we can just discuss how you set up your games, how I set up my games, what we could do to help improve each other's games. Just let me know. On to this week's contest winner. This is the last one. So all you need to do is, if your name is called, contact me within the next week on Discord, and I will give you a free gift certificate to Amazon for $50. That's right, gift certificate, Amazon, $50. All you need to do is get in touch with me before the next episode, and you will win. And this week's random entry is Alexander Hook. Alexander Hook from Ohio. If you are listening, let me know and I will give you your gift certificate. Congratulations. So that's it for the contest for this year, for 2019. I will probably do one next year for PaizoCon 2020, and also, so look forward to that contest next year. Finally, show notes. I am going to be at PaizoCon this week. So if you're going to PaizoCon, look for me. I'll probably be wearing a Roll for Combat t-shirt. Won't be that hard to find. I'll be all over the place. Also from the show, Rob Tremarco is going to be there. Some of the other people, some of the admins, some of the listeners. I know at least about 4 to 5 other Roll for Combat people are going to be coming to the show. So feel free to say hi to me. I'll be there the whole time. As for anyone else from the show, unfortunately, I'm the only person, myself and Rob, are going to be at the show. The other guys from last year, everyone went last year, but Memorial Day weekend is sort of a catch-22. It's good because everyone's off, but those of us with families, it's actually a really hard weekend to get away. And the last couple of years, I've been able to do it. I've been able to schedule my time to go away, and also my kids are much older now, so it's a little bit easier. But the rest of the guys from the show, they were all busy, so none of them can make it this year. As for show notes, new podcast every Tuesday. Do subscribe to us on iTunes, Android, and Spotify. Do review us. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. Do a quick review on iTunes or Android. It really helps a lot. It adds a lot to the show, and it helps get new people here. Do check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single Thursday on the website. Do join our Discord channel, discord.rollforcombat.com. If you get to level 10, you get a free t-shirt, and we're starting tons of new games, and I expect with Starfinder 2nd Edition coming out, we'll probably have a massive amount of new games coming out. Do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Check out the Reddit channel. Do check out our Patreon, where we got lots of cool prizes. And finally, do check out interviews. If you'll see, I have interviews from the Grimmer Space guys from last week, where I sit down with them and talk all about horror and Grimmer Space and what to expect from the Kickstarter, which starts this Wednesday. So all you guys check it out. I'm also going to have a lot more of the Paizo guys on the show. They've been really busy over there, so it's been hard for me to get them onto the show. What happened was they already had a really tight deadline to get Pathfinder 2nd Edition done, but if you remember, there was that freak snowstorm in Seattle a few months ago, and everything was closed in Seattle for a week. That week pretty much killed Paizo. I know that they really did not expect to lose an entire week of work. They had pretty much every single minute of every single day scheduled until the release of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and that freak snowstorm totally messed them up and required them to work absolute nuts to get everything done, to get to the printer in time so it can all be finished in time for Gen Con. So it's been a little tricky for me to schedule interviews. However, it appears all that work is done, and now things are going to finally open up, and I'll be seeing everyone at PaizoCon, so hopefully I can just schedule interviews and talk to them there. So expect to see a lot more interviews on the show in the next couple of weeks and months, especially leading up to Gen Con, so expect to see that. Otherwise, I will talk to you and see you probably during the week. I'll do some reporting from PaizoCon. I'll probably post some pictures, maybe on the site, maybe on the Discord. I really don't know yet. I'll just be all over the place. Just be active in the community, and you'll see pictures and some reports from this week's PaizoCon. And don't forget, this Sunday, check me out on Twitch. Check out Grimmer Space. Tell me what you think. See and talk to you guys later. Bye.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, send in the car.